This is Steve Robbins. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys quick and dirty tips to work less and do more. It's a fine day at Bernice's plant shop, Green Growing Things. The holiday season is upon us, and even the Audrey 2s seem to be in good cheer. Business is brisk and customers are lined up waiting to buy foliage to sacrifice to their respective holidays in a manner dependent upon their particular religion. And then the cashier screams, "Help! The enter key isn't working. I can't ring up any sales." The new computerized cash register has gone wild. Is this the end for Green Growing Things? Melvin, the IT super genius, leaps into action from the back room. But is he fast enough? We buy technology to make life simpler. And so it does, until the moment it does something unexpected. We know that we only addressed the email to our best friend Randy, so why in the world did those art pictures end up going to everyone in the company directory? The technology companies assume that it's all human error, but that's hardly true. Sometimes it's human error, often it's a bug, it can be a configuration issue, you just don't know. Computers are so flexible and amazing that they can break in 1,000 different ways, over and over. What started as the machine working for us quickly becomes us struggling with the machine. The biggest insult, of course, is that the same problems happen over and over, just far enough apart in time that the second time they happen, we kind of remember having that problem before, but we're not quite sure. Keep a computer maintenance log. Never fear, you can be rescued from your electronic bondage with something as simple as a notebook and a pen. Start keeping a maintenance log and track all the problems that your computer encounters, everything you try to fix the problem, and which attempts succeeded and which ones failed. Yes, computers are complicated, and that's a good thing. If they weren't so complex, we couldn't make them sentient and have them secretly take over the world and make us into their unwitting meat slaves. Your maintenance log will be your defense. Get yourself a dedicated paper notebook to use as your maintenance log. I use a Moleskine full-size journal with a delightful yellow cover. Don't put it online or in a file, because, when you're having computer problems or network problems, your files and internet accounts aren't necessarily accessible. I learned this the hard way. Your log goes on paper. When something on your computer starts acting up, write down the date and the symptom in your maintenance log. Netflix stops movie halfway through with error code 5. Then, with each thing that you try in order to fix it, jot down what that thing was. If you first reboot the computer, write rebooted computer. Then write down what happened. Netflix still not fixed, still shows error code 5. I like to put a red X next to the things that didn't work, so when I refer back to the log at some future date, I know what not to try first. For each thing you try, write it down and write down the result. Reinstalled Microsoft Silverlight. Netflix working again. This time, add a green checkmark, because that one worked. If the idea for what you did came from a website that you Googled or a support forum or a phone technician, note that too. Dell telephone support person told me to hit disk drive with a hammer to knock out the bits that are clogging the drive. Disk drive exploded in shower of sparks. That way, not only do you know which sources to trust in the future, but in the event that you get really stupid advice, your log might become good evidence in court. My little Dell example, it's pretty much true, except that the hammer was metaphorical. A Dell phone support person gave me instructions for something to try that I knew would trash my disk drive. I protested, explained, and I argued, but he said that if I didn't follow his instructions, he wouldn't send out an on-site technician to look at the problem firsthand. Instructions followed, disk drive destroyed. On-site technician came out and said, "Wow, your disk drive's destroyed. Sucks to be you." I pointed out in my maintenance log that I had predicted this and that it was the support rep who had given me the disk-destroying instructions. He was convinced that they should give me a new machine. Even if you have a so-called professional do the actual troubleshooting, your maintenance log can let them know what you've already tried so far and can save both of you a lot of time. Also, by noting any phone calls that you make about the problem and recording the solutions, you can ensure that you'll never need a cyber exterminator to kill the same bug twice. Back in Bernice's plant store, Green Growing Things, Melvin leaps into action. He reaches under the desk and pulls out the maintenance log for the cash register. He mutters as he thumbs through it. Reindeer screensaver won't turn off? No, that's not it. Small electric shocks administered for small purchases. No, it's not that one. Cash register enter key unresponsive. That's it. According to the log, the last time this happened, someone had put a book on top of the cash register's mouse, holding the mouse key down so the cash register thought that it was in the middle of a mouse press. And of course, being in the middle of a mouse press, it ignored the keyboard. Melvin looks Sure enough, the customer had put their purple and puce non-denominational giant elf hat down on the counter, and the fluffy bells on the end are right on top of the mouse pad. A quick de-elfing, and the enter key works again. Bernice is beaming looks of love and admiration towards Melvin. "Aw, shucks," he replies. It was nothing. Nothing but the foresight to keep and use a maintenance log. Maintenance logs aren't just for electronics. You may already keep a record of service that you've had done on your car. Well, in addition to the work you've had done, record the symptoms and any intermediary diagnoses. Now it's a full-on maintenance log. You can do this with home appliances, computers, websites, computer applications, and so on. In an office you share, consider a group maintenance log. If the office printer has issues, keep a notebook nearby. Get people to use it as a shared maintenance log, and pretty soon everyone can resolve issues faster, all without paying for repairs. It doesn't take high-tech wizardry, just some good habits and an ambition to work less and to do more. This is Steve Robbins. Follow Get It Done Guy on Twitter and Facebook. I run webinars and other programs to help people be extraordinarily productive and build extraordinary careers. If you want to know more, visit steverobbins.com. That's STEVERROBBINS.com. Work less, do more, and have a great life.